What's up, everyone? Today we're bringing you a very special interview with craft legend Jennifer Perkins. Check it out.
My name is Jennifer Perkins and I live in Austin, Texas. I have a company called Naughty Secretary Club that I've had for about 7 years. I am actually a jewelry designer. I specialize in kind of big, obnoxious, kitschy jewelry. My rule of thumb is if it will sit still long enough, I will eventually find a way to make it into a piece of jewelry. I have been making jewelry for a long time. I'm sure I started with the macaroni necklaces in summer camp. I got into it again in college, or after college actually. You know, I was just sitting there alone and I was like, hey, I'm gonna pick up jewelry again. So I started back up with beading, but then actually my mom one day was like, hey, why don't you try casting resin? It's a really cool medium. And so I kind of started playing around with that with my friend Tina Sparkles, who runs Sparkle Craft, and then started making big chunky bracelets out of ice cube trays with like rock stars and stuff like that. And that's basically how Naughty Secretary Club got its start in the jewelry world. Naughty Secretary Club has been my full-time job for about 6 or 7 years. I've had some other gigs in between. I run a fashion show called The Stitch. I'm in the Austin Craft Mafia. I've written a book. I host a couple shows for the DIY network and HGTV called Craft Lab and Stylicious. So I've had some other kind of jobs along with it. When I started making the resin jewelry, I was still a secretary, or actually an executive administrative assistant to business and government relations, and I got a feature in Bust magazine that literally brought so many orders in that I kind of had to give 3 days at my job, because it was either you can go to work or you can make this jewelry, and I didn't want to write the people back and say, sorry, I can't make your bracelet. So instead I just decided, well, there's other secretary jobs, and I quit, and I've been doing Naughty Secretary Club ever since. The reason I decided to do it myself more than anything is because there wasn't jewelry out there that I wanted. I know I look kind of subtle now, but like I said, you can see what I usually do. And I loved music. Naughty Secretary Club started out as a zine where I interviewed bands and I did music reviews, and I just always loved music, and I was like, I want a way to put music together with my jewelry, and that's how I got into doing the casting resin with pictures of rock stars inside of it. My latest endeavor is I have a new book coming out called, or actually it's already out, you can get it on Amazon or Barnes & Nobles or Borders or any of those kind of places, called The Naughty Secretary Club, The Working Girl's Guide to Handmade Jewelry, which I'm quite proud of. It's got all kinds of fun little how-to projects in there, lots of fun stuff, and it's, you know, the thing I like about it is it's totally my style. I have lots and lots of jewelry books, but there wasn't ever a jewelry book that really spoke to me in my style, with the big and the obnoxious and the Tackalicious, and I know that's not for everybody, but hopefully I'm not alone and there's some other people out there like me. Thanks for stopping by and listening to what I had to say. You can always check me out at www.naughtysecretaryclub.com.
Jen's book is filled with essential jewelry making tips, but what we like the most about it is the use of unconventional items, which make for some very unconventional pieces of jewelry. It's by far one of the best DIY books out there. If you haven't gotten a copy of the book yet, no worries. We're going to give you a chance to win one right now on the show. I'm going to ask you a Threadbanger trivia question, and the first 3 people to text Thread and the right answer to 30644 will receive a Threadbanger tee, a copy of Mostly Metals, a beginner's guide to jewelry design, jewelry just for you, projects that flatter every face, shape, and neckline, easy birthstone jewelry, Bead Styles Under $25 magazine, Bead Style Volume 6, Issue 3 and 4, the Naughty Secretary Club book, and So Fast, So Easy's So On. Whew! That's a lot of stuff. Alright, now for the question. What did Corinne and I consider to be our treasure in one of last summer's How To Tuesday episodes? Tune in Thursday for a lesson with Jen on how to make one of her infamous resin bracelets. See you then.